Dominican Republic has this beautiful national park called Los Haitises, and we actually went to Los Haitises by boat from Samaná. And it's about a 45-minute boat ride out through open water. And the Dominican Republic has an ever-changing environment and weather. It's going to be an adventure.
Yeah, it is.
It's like there's some rain and storms, but...
Yeah, with the weather today, yeah.
It'll still make for some fun. Like,
every visit to the national park is an adventure.
Carlos is really knowledgeable about the national park, Los Haitises.
My name is Carlos Romero from Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. I'm a national touristic guide. With the national park, only 45 minutes by boat. It's a perfect place for the ecotourism, where you can see the mangrove forest, caves, and the vegetation, the birds.
And so when we got over there and it was raining, he took us straight to a great place during a rainstorm, and it was these caves. So Carlos took me in this cave that had this giant cavernous roof. It was a huge cave. And then it had a place where the ceiling was open and you could see the lush green jungle coming through. And the light coming through was illuminating parts of the inside of the cave. After leaving the caves in Los Haitises, we actually went kayaking and paddleboarding, and I went with a gentleman by the name of Wilfred, and he does tours in the mangroves.
My name is Wilfred, I'm a tour guide. The national park is one of the most famous places in DR, Dominican Republic. We have the largest reserve of mangrove. We have the black, the red, the white, and mangrove called button. The little river is called Caño Hondo, which is surrounded by different types of mangrove. Those mangroves only grow in tropical places.
And mangroves are a plant that is intertwined. And so we were paddling on a river through the mangroves, and the mangroves are thick on either side. You can't really get out of the river and into the mangroves, and it's kind of an ongoing nest along the banks.
Unlike most plants, the mangroves do not breathe through the leaves, but through the roots. The mangrove absorbs the salt water by the roots and release it through the leaves.
The mangrove forest plays an integral part of how the boat owners actually keep their boats protected during hurricanes. So when a hurricane comes, you can actually take your boat up into the mangrove forest, and the mangroves are so dense that your boat is protected because all the wind and waves can't actually damage your boat. Being someone who loves water sports, I really enjoyed visiting Cabarete. It has windsurfing, kiteboarding, surfing and sup surfing. When I was in Cabarete, I met with Marcus.
How are you?
Hey, good morning.
Welcome.
This is an awesome place. I can't believe it.
My name is Marcus Boom. I live in Cabarete. It's on the north shore of the Dominican Republic. And what I can tell you, this is my little piece of paradise. I happily invite you to come and visit any given time. We're here from sunrise to sunset. And our mission and objective is really to bring water sports closer to everybody who want to learn.
So looking for surf waves by motorcycle is a pretty amazing experience. The motorcycle allows you to go down these off-road roads and also go in these tight spaces to go between bushes and out there to overlooks to take a look at a new break that you haven't seen yet. And then you can move down to the next one. It's just a perfect way to get around. I especially love stand-up paddleboarding, so I was most excited about going sup surfing in El Encuentro.
Here on the North Shore, you have the Northern Hemisphere winter swells that really bring us perfect conditions from November till April. If you go on the south part of the island, you have the Southern Hemisphere winter swells that are from April till November. In between, we have the hurricane season, which for water sports enthusiasts is really like a highlight. What is maybe important to mention, the geographical benefit of the Dominican Republic, they have the highest mountain in the East Americas and also the deepest point in the Atlantic, which is the Mona Passage. These two geographical situations is an almost guarantee to make it a very hurricane-safe place. We end up here with waves, on the south part of the island with waves, but we don't have a straight hurricane impact on the island. This makes it really like an all-year wave situation that brings wave riders from all around the world for the wind sports, but also for sup and surf.
In the Dominican Republic, there's so much coastline and such great beaches and waves everywhere that there's space for everyone to get out there on the water.